this episode has been brought to you by these fabulous people, Paula Formella and Alison Lake, who I work with in my day job, but these guys work for Host Plus Superannuation. Thank you, girls. You're always so generous and you're very supportive of what I do. Oh, Gary John Gorst from Neath. I'm not sure where that is, but I'll look it up and I'll put where that is, Neath. Gary John Gorst. Then we have Scott Gray from Warham. And then we have Chris Greek from Stark. I'll find out where these places are. And then we have Alan Grigg from Warragul in Victoria. Thanks, Alan. And there are the tank toppers and taking care of business. Thanks, Big Burton. He's a content creator as well, and I'll put his logo and his handle down there. So if you want to follow some Tasmanian adventures, he's the one. Oh, and look, there's some kayakers. I don't think they're kayaking. I think they're on a rip. They're not. That is just taking them downriver. Look at that. This has just been beautiful here. The wind's coming up. It's been fabulous. The Stampede's just up the road. It is packed. Damien's got coffee. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, so it's been long overdue. Okay, Damien.
Yeah. Grumpy.
And he's grumpy, his arm's aching, everything's going wrong for him this morning.
So hopefully this will fix it.
Let's hope it's at least a bloody 7. But shit, it's a shit show of coffee. No good? What's wrong with it?
It's milk.
It's milk. You should ask for triple shots.
Sorry guys, but I have to say, I am struggling to get a good coffee. It's hit
You've
and
had
miss.
2 so far
Hit and miss.
in 5 days.
Yeah.
He's actually going back and asking for more coffee. But anyway, I want to show you how all the fresh food. And these things. I mean, it's just amazing. This is, say $11, say $12. That's all we need. Right? There was 2 shots in it already. They
I've asked
said
for another 2.
another 2, so it's a 4-shot coffee and a little bit of cold milk because it was too hot.
Oh yeah, you can't drink it.
Okay, let's see if this is better.
Okay, now it tastes something of some resemblance of coffee.
Of coffee. Okay, so Damien, in America or Canada, I think you're going to have to ask for 4 shots. When it's chowder, $5.20. It's like 60 cents more than what he paid for that shit coffee. And the chef just brought it out. Look. Tasty. What a bargain. Is the coffee going okay?
Shit still.
Still shit. Out of 10, by the way.
Oh, well, my first kick was probably, you're lucky to get a 1.5.
Right,
That's how bad it was.
Seriously bad.
And now it's probably floating around about a 3, if that.
Shit coffee. Calgary, you've let us down.
No good.
We've got 2.
Yet.
Yes.
Yet I will find a good coffee in Calgary,
Yep.
like I did
Yep.
on the way here.
Now, just a thing on the Stampede. It's how much was it a ticket for general admission?
It's $25
Each. $25 each to get into the city. That's just to
Canadian.
walk around the fairgrounds. But if you want to see shows and everything, there are other tickets. So the rodeo, which we'll look at, the rodeo, and there's wagon racing. They're all like $100 tickets. But we'll make that decision when we get in. Oh, it's all there. I wouldn't mind seeing a rodeo. If we just get the standing tickets, they'd be cheap as chips. All the information is there on the brochure, but I don't read. You read instructions, I don't. So let's do this. Okay, now you hold that for me. Some food. This is the food review. Damien had tortellini with prawn, and out of you rate it. It's a bit average. The prawns are cold.
No, that's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, prawns are a bit cold. It's okay.
And I had Caesar salad. They always do a good Caesar salad in North America and Canada. They live on it. We've got the Chardonnay, local Chardonnay.
Oh, that's good.
It's a bit woody for me, but you like it, a bit oaky.
Perfect for me.
Yeah, I don't like it oaky. We've got entertainment happening up there. And we're in the artsy section of the Stampede thing. Well, we're eating ice cream. We've had a fabulous afternoon in the whatever that place was at the Stampede. Looking at some retail. Didn't buy a thing. We've had a bottle of wine, a bottle of that Shardy. And
How was this for you?
now I think we probably might go downtown in Calgary and find a bar. Something like that. So we're finished with the Calgary Stampede. It is ultimately a big carnival in a big area. It's a carny fest, and then the stadium part has shows like rodeo and wagon racing stuff, and you buy tickets for those separately at like about $120 a ticket. We've had a good walk around, had a look. We're not carnival people. So we're heading now into downtown Calgary to have a little look around. And that's our Saturday done. We might go out for dinner tonight somewhere. But tomorrow's our last day in Calgary. We only had 2 days anyway. And we're going to clean the bikes. We have a look around, just some of the maybe outskirts. And relax. Have a bit of a relaxing day before we have our big trip. Head back into the United States tomorrow. Into Montana, where we have found a terrific little place to stay, which I'll show you that in whatever that episode's going to be. Get out of here. So Damien's given up on the coffee at this point. We're down 1 week, and he's tried his best. So now he's on to
Espresso martini.
Espresso martini. That is
out of 10.
10.
10.
11.
That's
12.
a 10. That's the best coffee I've had all week.
Cheers. I have water. Okay, so off we go.
So yeah.
What is this? This is
This is just some bug removal.
Right.
To get rid of those highway bugs that got
Yep.
baked on. So just gonna put that wherever you get those bugs.
great. Thank
Do
you.
you ever get those on your helmets too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
I'm sure it gets pretty annoying.
It does.
Giving the bikes the soap down now. Fantastic. What great service. eBay car wash. Fantastic guys here. So this is Sunday in Calgary. It's going to be 33 today. Really hot, but we decided we couldn't stand looking at the bikes with all the bugs and shit over it. So we found this car wash, and fortune smiles on us. Now that is some service. There.
Whenever we have someone out of province or out of country, we always treat them extra good.
Oh,
And,
well, so special.
Yes,
Thank you.
just because you guys are guests.
Oh,
And
thank
so
you.
we want to give that good experience, right?
Well, you certainly have achieved that.
Yes.
That's great.
Thank you.
Got a website that specialises in media website, media company.
Yeah, media news group
Oh.
that we have. It's called Rated Viral.
Okay.
And basically we write about small businesses in Calgary that are providing really good service or really good food, or ratedviral.com.
Ratedviral.com.
Yes. Awesome.
Fabulous. You've been so good. It's wonderful, wonderful. So is this the office of the fantastic
Yes,
place where
it
they've
is
just
the
been
office.
so good? There's the team. What's your name?
Anna.
Honor.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
ONNA.
ONNA. That's a beautiful name. And
This is Abbas.
Abbas, and of
And
course
San,
San. Yeah, I got it right eventually. And we've done some Google reviews, so we're just checking that out, and we did some great
Some
pictures.
great
Thank you
pictures,
so
yes.
much. It's just wonderful. Whew. Fringe Cafe. Oops. Okay, all right. Well, they're standing right in front of us, so we have to do this quietly.
That's actually a good coffee.
Good.
Yeah, I'll give that out of 10. I'll give that a good 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, it's good coffee. Nice coffee.
So this is the end of a video that I wasn't going to do. So this is just our weekend in Calgary. Yesterday we did the Stampede, being Saturday, had a look around, blah, blah, blah. Caught up with some friends for drinks. Today we've had the bikes washed, as you have seen, and we've just gone and got some supplies. We're going to relax tonight. We have some big rides coming up, and we met some German people that were also staying here. And we've just come back and they've left us a beautiful bottle of wine, and it says, enjoy from your German friends, Angelica and Sam. Isn't that lovely of them? So it's a little bit hodgepodge, but I hope it's given you a bit of an idea of what Calgary's like. It's been great. Today's episode is being brought to you by these tank toppers. So we have Darren Grimson from Hoxton Park, Australia. Steve Goulas from Berwick. I'll check where that Berwick is. Pom and Ruth Hall from Sussex, England. Beautiful area. Oh, Rick Harper and Wendy. Thanks, guys, there at Taree area. Another Indian rider. Robert Harrop from Palmerston. Thanks, Robert. Leaving Calgary. It's like at 7 o'clock on Monday morning. Back into the United States, into Montana. We're staying at the base of the Glacial National Park, where we then do tomorrow going to the Sun Road, which is going to be amazing. We've got about 4 hours ahead of us. Damien is looking for some coffee, so let's see how we go. It's a bit early on a Monday morning, I think. Well, we're about 50 minutes into the ride out of Calgary, and we've found a place called Nanton that we hope to get some coffee at. Okay, so we're here, Damien's Coffee in Nanton. We've just got some local intel on, we don't want to be the highway all the way, so if we have to add a bit of time and ride a better road, that would be the way to go. Okay, Damien, let's do this coffee.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, I just want to get
Time
out
is
of the
money,
way.
money's time. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's coffee. It's coffee. It's okay.
It'll do.
It's okay. I'll give it a bit of a, maybe 4.5 to 5.
It's still a bit shit though, in other words.
That's something to get that dressed up. Yeah, you don't see too many Indians around here. Quite like this. This is quite unique.
Unique's a good word.
On this.
Yeah, I have a little trailer.
That's what I did with both my bikes. I put a hitch.
Yeah. Okay, we've gotten off the highway. We've got some local intel. We're 3.5 hours away from the destination, but let's say with all our stops, 5. General store. Yeah, so she said, if you show me your driver's license, then I'll turn it on. stopped at Waterden Lakes National Park before we crossed the border back into the US. It was absolutely sensational, as you may have seen. I grabbed some of the footage. We've stopped here not only to look at that, where the mountains meet the prairies. Scott, welcome to Waterden Lakes National Park, one of 5 Canadian and several United States national parks in the Rocky Mountains. Each is dedicated to protecting the natural and human heritage of the mountain landscapes of Western North America. In this southwestern corner of Alberta, I found the border ranges, smaller than the awe-inspiring peaks of Jasper and Banff to the north, but much more colourful. Look at that, that's amazing. But Damo is going to get out his drone. Now, I've been paying him enough money for the Damo's drone footage moment, and let's have a look at that now. Don't lose it.
Oh, no worries. Oh, you got...
We're a bit new to drones. Oh, you've had a few goes now. It's been pretty good.
Is that a DVI?
We've got a few cherries and things. We've got to chuck and get some paperwork out.
Helmet and license and shades off.
Sorry?
Helmet and
Yep.
shades off.
Okay. Yep. I know there's a lot going on, isn't there? Do you want the Esther?
I'm fine.
Right.
He just wanted to make sure you had it before he swiped your passport.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. Got all
You're
that.
traveling with
Yes, Damien, my partner.
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah, there's a lot. You can.
That's not a digital.
In Montana, and there's so many photo opportunities, it's driving us mad. Got to grab those Kodak moments, you know. We think we've just come through Bab, but there was this great photo opportunity here. Take 2 of the visor. We've just come through what we think is Bab, but what's that sign down there say? Anyway, we've made great time. We're not far from our destination, so we want to stop now and have a look around because we can't check in. Anyway. We've just pulled into St. Mary, and this is the town I had pegged as one as a stop. But we're a bit further along towards the Glacier Park.
Yeah, you're the second couple that we met from Switzerland.
No, this is Australia.
Oh, Australia.
Yeah, not Austria. Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
Yeah. Where are you from?
We're from Wisconsin, but we're on a car. But usually we drive.
Oh, you're normally on a bike.
We
We're
usually
going to be in Wisconsin, St. Paul.
Okay, Minnesota.
Beer o'clock. Is that right? Raining. I don't think it's going to be much, but it's actually nice and cool. BABB, Bab, is the town where the entrance to going to the Sun Road is, where we are tomorrow. Look at that. How fabulous. So many Kodak moments. Look at that. We're going to get sick of this soon. We took a Well, thank you, Google, for taking us on this road that was supposedly closed, road closed, but some bike riders went by and gave us a thumbs up. And oh my God, how spectacular.
Get wet?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Got a little bit wet. Wasn't too bad though.
That kind of came out of nowhere.
My God. It's a Kodak moment. There's a very cool little hotel, motel here. We're not staying here, we're up the road, but I just wanted to look at it like that. We're in the Cowboy Cabin, also known as the bunkhouse. You can't hear me. Look, this bike's still too low, even with the new stand. I did it myself in the end. I dug right down. Pretty cool though. Right. Oh. The bunkhouse. Oh, we go. Look, we've got a little mezzanine level, little kitchen, bedroom. Okay. I'll go up here and have a look. Look here. Here's your bed. There you go. That's Damien's bed. Okay, let's get our gear in. Let's get our gear in. Bunkhouse or the Cowboy Cabin. It's right next to this shed. Obviously they're ranches here. This is a working ranch. But look at that. There's some big horns there. So this is a beautiful little ranch. We're in the Cowboy Cabin. There's other little cabins here. We've just found though that there's no Wi-Fi, no TV, no reception. Now I know a lot of you will say, oh for fuck's sake, can't you go one day without Wi-Fi?
For fuck's sake, can't you go for one day without Wi-Fi?
The answer is yes, but we're here now, it's 3 o'clock. We've got all afternoon and you know, there's only so many conversations we can have, Damien. And I just thinking I could be editing stuff, you know, and getting on top of the huge amount of editing work. And I can't edit unless I'm on Wi-Fi with the program. So we're just going up to ask old mate up here, who's deaf as a fucking post and doesn't understand us. It's like we're speaking Italian. What's the situation? Maybe we have to pop back into town and sit at a bar for a couple of hours. Do you have any Wi-Fi here?
Nope.
Because when we booked it, it said Wi-Fi. No.
I don't know anything about it. I honestly do not know anything about it. Never been on Wi-Fi.
No? Okay.
And never will be.
No, okay.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Don't know anything about Wi-Fi. Never will.
I mean, we could. What are we going to do? You can't. He's been already got 10 fucking mozzie bites on him already. His face, his arms. So we can't sit outside because the place is full of mozzies.
I got sprayed.
It doesn't seem to be working.
I just put it on. You got crayons, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I could do some drawings.
You got crayons?
We have no Wi-Fi, no reception, no TV, no books. We're just downloading our footage, but there's nothing we can do about it. So we're now hitting the plonk.
Cheers.
Cheers. Damien thinks we can talk to each other for 6 hours, maybe. Do you? My anxiety level's really high that I can't work. But I'm going to try and calm the fuck down.
Not going to say anything.
Damien's killing mosquitoes with his blood in them. There's one there. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, he's being eaten alive. He sprayed himself, and we're even indoors. So once we've downloaded the footage and everything for today, what are we going to do then?
Well, we can play cards.
What was your biggest fear about this trip? Now we've got to talk about things.
Oh, are we having that conversation, are we? Okay.
What was your biggest fear about this trip?
Oh, I have to say, well, mechanical breakdowns. It was, you know, just making sure that I've had the right tools with me and all the spare parts that we need, like, you know, clutch cables and
all that, which you
puncture
have.
repairs. Yeah, but, and the weather. You know, getting late to the next destination because of the weather. Yeah, that was one,
You were also worried about your bike, right?
Well, yeah, I'm worried about my bike, just making sure it's safe all the time. But so far, so good.
Good,
Yeah.
okay.
And you?
Sharing a bathroom for 3 months was my biggest fear,
That's all.
pretty much. I like my own bathroom, you know that.
I do. But
So-
it hasn't been too bad.
No, it hasn't been bad, but it's nice to have girls like their own space, lay all their shit out. I've got so much shit, as you know,
Yeah, but blokes
and the
don't
bathrooms are like fucking matchbox size.
They are, but blokes don't need much.
No, I know, but you're still in the way.
Well,
You
I
can
have to
still be-
shower.
Yeah, but
I have to
anyway,
go to-
so
yeah.
you know, sharing a bathroom and it being in close quarters, solid for 3 months. I mean, let's face it, we have an interstate relationship, so
I
we
know.
do have moments where we have space.
True.
So getting used to being in the one space, in tiny confined spaces for 3 months solid was a concern, because I haven't been in that situation for a long, long time. So it's taken some adjustment for me, but I hate sharing a bathroom with anybody.
It's a week now.
We have done 1 week.
And how has it been so far?
It's been okay. It's been okay. It's been good. I mean,
Why?
why has it been good?
Yeah.
Well, it just has to be. I'm a positive thinker. I can't be saying, oh, this is shit, because that's no good, is it?
But I also help in making sure that when you need to go to the bathroom, I'm out of the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, take turns.
Well, that's why I bought bloody VIP poo. So
I've never had to use that.
You have to, when you're sharing a bathroom, you got to have VIP poo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because men smell different to women and women smell different to men.
True.
Anyway, outside of that, which is like the number one most worrying thing for me, sharing a confined space solid for 3 months, is doing those technical rides like Tail of the Dragon,
Yep.
waking up in the morning that we're going to do it, and it be pissing down rain. It's not like we have the luxury of saying, oh, let's wait a day. It's just that we've got to do those technical signature rides, which I'm very excited about, but I'm not going to be happy if there's pissing down rain.
No.
And we have to do them. That won't be nice.
No.
And that's in the hands
no
of the
options.
gods. So it's no good worrying about stuff we can't control.
And
How good was it though?
Oh, it was
Thank God
spectacular.
we took my Google suggestion, not your Google suggestion.
You wanted to turn around.
I thought we were, because my Googles were saying the road's closed, a
Yeah.
landslide.
Until I got the okay from the other riders coming
the
down.
motorbike rider.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was just waving to us and being friendly.
There's a code.
Okay.
I'm enjoying this wine. It's nice.
Merlot.
Yeah.
This is
Canadian or Californian?
Apothic Merlot, Untamed and Unbound Merlot, California. All right. Well, I'm going to have to search all my hard drives for some movies. We're gonna have to do something. I mean, unless we listen to podcasts, or my crime podcasts. I haven't
Well,
done
we could do that. Or we could just... Yes, we could. We could play cards, as I said.
You
I've got
keep
cards.
going back to cards. All right. I don't know about that. Shit.
We've almost polished off a bottle of wine.
Well, what else is there to do?
There in the darkness, the radio playing low. Secrets that we shared, yeah, and the mountains that we moved, caught like wildfire burning out. prove. I remember what she said to me, how she said it never would end. And I remember how she held me so tight. Wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then. Against the wind.
We woke up this morning and there's no water, the toilet's not working, and my card's been declined for the Jackson Hole accommodation, which was super expensive. Now this cost us $189 US, so $250 for one night. No Wi-Fi, no TV. The water didn't work this morning. The toilet didn't flush. Damien's ended up fixing things, but you know. And then I get an email from the accommodation in Calgary saying that they're going to charge us for the bathrobes that we took. I've written back to them and said, we're on motorbikes, we can barely fit in an extra toothbrush, let alone knocking off fucking fluffy bathrobes. So that will really piss me off if someone's bloody gone into the room and knocked them off and accused us of doing it. So, today's adventure is brought to you. I'm going to dedicate today to all the Australian content creators that have supported me on this trip. And they are Nicholas Genovic, and he's known as Nick on Trust. So I'll do their handles next to their name. Thanks, Nick. Frank Triple, very generous. Thank you, Frank. And again, his handle is there. I'll put that there as well. Matthew McNally, he is Roads of Oz. So again, his handle will be there. And not to mention, of course, I've already mentioned these guys before, but I'm going to mention them again. David Digby from Digby's Down Under and Big Bert from Tassie. They did a Taking Care of Business sponsorship. Now, this Taking Care of Business is sponsorship or whatever support is going to be with Nathan. He is known as Outback Outlaw. So he's been super generous with, you know, a big donation. So thank you, Nathan. And this beautiful Going to the Sun Road is for you, mate. Thank you, and everyone else, of course. Bye. Now, on our way, some big dark clouds over there, but I think it's all going to pass. I think we'll be okay. Hope so. I don't want to be doing this ride in the rain. We're just going to be looking for coffee and Wi-Fi to get a few things sorted, but we couldn't organise last night. Through coffee place just down the road. They're very brave. I think this is going to turn out very badly. Okay, this is a roadside instant coffee. I'm not hopeful. I think this is a very risky, ballsy move on Damien's part.
It's not the worst.
It's not the worst, but
I need it.
he needs a coffee. He's been eaten alive by mozzies.
It's okay.
It's okay, out of 10. How many shots did you get? Just one?
Just the one shot.
I don't know that you'll ever learn about that here.
No.
I think you need 2.
Yeah, she's about a 4.
A 4. So it's still a bit shit. We're going to make our way to Bab, where the entrance to the park is. And I think the weather's going to come good. I think this is just all blown over from the night.
At 2 o'clock, she said it's going to get really windy.
Oh, we'll be long gone. We'll be Christ knows where by 2. We have to work out where we're actually going to stay tonight, where we spit out, if it's Kalispell. We'll ask some local intel on that.
To be on your own, with no direction home, a complete unknown.
It's going to be about 1 million Kodak moments for us here, so let's do one now. We've only just started. We're 5 minutes into the Sun Road. It's like 2.5 hours. We're never going to get there. It's right now.
Once upon a time, you dressed so fine, through the bumps and dimes in your prime, didn't you?
So we're going to do a bit of drone footage, or Damien is, so please enjoy Damo's drone footage moment.
Friends called and said you best beware, dog. You're bound to fall, but you thought that they were all kidding you. Well, you used to laugh about everyone that was hanging out, but now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't seem so proud, knowing you might be scrounging for your next meal.
There's some irony in the fact that we're on going to the Sun Road and it's quite bleak. The rain has a few spits, but nothing major. It's just incredible though. Oh, it's fantastic.
Tell me, how does it feel? Yeah, how does it feel to be on your road with no direction home? Yeah, like you lead on nowhere, just like a rolling stone.
Sadly, the rain's coming. We're going to get our wet weather gear on.
School's alright, Miss Stoney, but you know you weren't used to get.
Well, it stopped raining, but the road out of going to the Sun, shit, it's gravel and potholes and narrow. So that's not been fun at all. It's rough as guts. I can't. The camera won't even stay up. It's so rough. We're about an hour out of Kalispell. Oh my God, this road! I swear to God, this is like fucking going off road. At least it's not raining. I'm just got to contend with the bloody. Well, this road is fucking disgraceful. Look, it's like it's under construction. It's obvious. It's like the construction workers have just saw the rain and thought, oh fuck it, we're going home, and leaving all these motorists to work out how to share a road that should be closed one way each time for traffic. Like it's a mess. So what started off as fabulous has turned into shit. Just like Damien's coffees. We've got an hour of this, I think. Look at the state of the road. Like trying to get a. Thank Christ. That was bad. So, some fucker has stolen my kangaroo mascot. So we're finished with the going to the Sun Road. I reckon we got a third of it really good. Then the last 2/3 were rainy and shit, and that last 15 k's coming out was sheer danger. So anyway, we're at the base camp before we go to Kalispell, which is only half an hour away. We're thinking we might go further. So Damien's got a coffee at this place. I'm not feeling good about it, but let's see how we go. Shit.
It's again milk. They don't.
Haven't I told him? Why aren't you asking for 4, 6?
Do you drink coffee?
But I don't drink coffee.
Right. Don't even comment if you don't drink.
Well, but you know, haven't you been learnt twice?
Strong coffee
Before?
Is shitter.
Okay, well, why don't you ask him for another shot?
I just want to.
Okay, out of 10?
2, 3.
3. Shit coffee. Well, we have decided to continue on to Helena, not stop at Kalispell. We're about 3.5 hours away, but we're trying to make up a little bit of time now because Damien to get his bike in for a bit of a service at Idaho Falls. I don't know if we're going to go through those mountains or not. Wow. Let's see how he goes. Okay, how's the coffee here?
Good.
Good.
Good coffee.
What do we give it out of 10?
I'll give it around about a 6.5.
Oh, okay.
Very clever, so I drink it every day. I live here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you live here?
I live here.
But what? You're very English.
Yes.
Yes, and your father's Australian.
My father's dead, so.
Oh, okay. Was. What brought you from there to here?
I met a girl. I wanted crew for
Always.
always.
Always a girl. Always a female.
We get you all the time. We're going to Helena now.
Helena.
Helena, is that how you say it?
Well,
I've been saying Helena all this time, but it's Helena. We've got how much of roadworks? A lot of roadworks here, and the roads, it's like being off-road. Oh, and they're stopping. Oh. Well, we've just stopped for roadworks. We're in the middle of Montana, big state. We're on our way to Helena, which is 1 hour 36 minutes away. This is a 5-minute delay. There's been quite a bit of roadworks. And in a lot of places there's all the signs for roadworks, but there's no one working on them because they have had rain. It's like they go, no, we don't work in the wet. So they've just left the cars to navigate through gravel and mud and Christ knows what. So some big bloody vehicles here, I can tell you. Sadly, the most rain we got was on the bloody going to the Sun Road. The irony does not escape me. We'll see you at this funky little accommodation that we've found in Helena. Damien's so pissed off about his bike being so dirty. Just check it out. And he's had 2 coffees today that have been still below par. Nothing has gone over a 5.
Nobody's ever taught you how to live out on the street, and now you're gonna have to get used to it. You say you never compromise with the mystery tramp, but then you realize he's not selling any alibis as you stare into the vacuum of his eyes as he says,
Anyway, we're here.
Yeah.
This looks fabulous.
Thank you.
Yes. Look at this.
And so we
Can't
had
even
it
see
from
my number plate. It's so filthy.
Seattle.
No, you need to pull my pants off.
Well, you don't have to say that to me.
I can't get them around the boot. Okay. Can't get over how filthy it is. It's never been that dirty ever. Oh, this is beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, the mountains.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye. This is nice, isn't it? Yeah. It's like 3 flights of stairs, but...
Yeah.
Helmets and stuff, or helmets?
Helmets.
And more stuff?
And bikes.
And you're going to move the bikes?
Lock.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is a bit blurry, but we've lashed out tonight. We haven't eaten for a week, so we've saved our money. We're having an entree, that's some sort of Italian prosciutto thing with olives, and I got some calamari. And then we got main meals as well. That might be a better angle. So this is the food tonight. We found an Italian restaurant that squeezed us in, and it looks pretty special. But we're not eating for another week now. This has blown the budget. Carbonara. We don't know what that is. We thought we ordered marinara, but it's fantastic, whatever it is. Beautiful. That is the best carbonara I think I've ever eaten. Okay, Damien has got a coffee after our Italian extravaganza meal, and what is it? It's like a macchiato.
Short macchiato.
Short macchiato.
They call it affogato here? They call it
affogato here.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay. How is it?
It's.
You've already tasted it.
I have.
Yeah.
I'm
Out of 10.
It's a good 8.5.
Oh, you're a fucking tough marker. You're raving about that, and it's still only an 8.5.
Yeah, well, you know.
Okay,
I've got to
all right.
hold something in reserve.
Okay, well, I think this is as good as it's going to get. Oh, wow. What a day. Here we go. Big meal, big ride.
Cute.
So, apart from this morning when the toilet didn't work.
Oh, that was disastrous.
No, it was. Even my VIP poo wasn't. It was no good in that situation. What was the best part of today for you?
The best part today was, well, going to the Sun Road was pretty cool.
Shame it rained halfway through it.
Yeah, it was a real pity.
Yeah.
But the worst part was, you know, the 20 kilometres or 30 kilometres of just mud and slop.
Yeah, they shouldn't have opened that friggin' road.
I know. Well,
They should have told us. Cheers. They should, you know, the bit I seem to remember the most about today?
What's
when
that?
that fucking bird crashed into me. Come into me like I felt its feathers. Oh, my blood's curdling just thinking about it. Like a whole bird
You
came
killed
into
the
this.
bird?
I reckon I killed it. It kamikazed itself right into my sides. I wonder I haven't got a
I know,
friggin' bruise there.
Or what about that bloody black cat? That
Oh,
panther,
yeah, you
whatever
saw
it
a
was.
panther.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a wild animal.
I wish I had that on footage.
So, this room is really good. The bathroom is fucking tiny though.
Again.
Another small bathroom that I have to share. So, who's going first tonight?
Well, you can. I'm a gentleman.
I usually go first anyway,
You
but...
do.
Right, okay.
Just don't wet the floor as much this time.
Oh, shit. I try not to wet the floor, but there's just those crappy bloody curtains. I don't have anything solid.
Tuck them in.
I do tuck them in, and this water still spills out. I did notice they've got makeup cloths.
No.
Finally, they get it.
What, black ones?
Yeah.
No.
All hotels should have makeup cloths
Black
because
makeup
when I go, even after I wash my face of all the makeup and shit that's on it,
Yeah.
I go to dry it with the white cloths that you usually get.
They're normally brown when I walk in there.
Yeah, well, they're brown when I'm finished with them because even though I scrub it clean, it still gets brown. So I think that's a really thoughtful thing to do when they put makeup cloths in bathrooms.
That's because
they're black.
A woman's running this.
Woman's running it. That's just can't live with the one bathroom confined space is no good.
You've got to get over that.
Oh.
It's one bathroom, it's fine.
It's never
We're
going to happen,
travelling.
Damien. It's never going to happen. We always have to have 2 bathrooms wherever we are.
Do we?
Normally outside of travelling. I'm just trying to deal with it as it is. But today was a fabulous ride. Tomorrow's even more exciting. We go to Virginia City. That's
I know.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yep.
And we're going through and into Yellowstone as well.
Yep.
And we might see some bison.
As long as they don't hip up me, I'm okay.
Okay. Well,
And then Friday we got where are we Friday?
this is not your strong point, is it?
No, I don't need
Friday, we're somewhere Friday because you wanted to be fucking there to get the bike serviced.
Oh, Idaho Falls.
Correct. This is why we've brought things forward a day.
Isn't it great?
So
though?
you can get your bike serviced
Isn't
first
it
thing in the
fantastic?
morning.
Well, she wouldn't be here tonight. You'd be
No,
somewhere else.
we'd be here tomorrow night was the plan. We were going to be here.
Isn't it good that we're here
But
tonight?
you have to get your bike
You've
serviced.
enjoyed the city. You've
It's
loved
been good.
It. It's great.
I haven't
vibes.
looked at the city.
We've had
I haven't got
beautiful-
any shopping
We've
in.
had beautiful Italian food.
Yeah, we've eaten. We've done
eaten,
well.
had
We've
good
eaten. We've
coffee.
ridden. I haven't looked at any shops though.
Well, you got plenty of time tomorrow.
Oh, no.
After you
We
wash the
don't.
bike.
No, we're heading straight out after that happens. It's okay. I'll get my shopping in. Don't you worry about that.
Dear.
All right. So I'm going to use the bathroom first. I'm tired. This has got streaming. We can stream Netflix.
Yes, we can.
We can watch a movie.
We can.
Got all the technology that we ever need here.
And the best thing about it, it automatically logs you out tomorrow at
Yeah,
11 o'clock.
It does.
Isn't that good?
I'll be snoring before that. Trust me. All this wine. Okay. I'm going to go first. You do your thing.
Okay. See ya.
As you stare into the vacuum of his eyes, as he says, do you want to make a
Good morning. We're in Helena. What a beautiful place this is. I really like it. Beautiful stately homes. Went out to the restaurants last night. We treated ourselves. We're now going to wash way eventually to Virginia City, where we'll determine where we're going to stay. We don't know, but you're going to love Virginia City. There is 2 Virginia cities. I've already been to one and I can't remember which one it was, so I'm wondering if the one I'm going to today is the one that I've been to before. If not, there's another one near Carson City, which is Las Vegas, the other end of the trip. So these bikes are so muddy, we're going to clean them. We found a bay wash thing. I do really like Helena. I love Montana, but I particularly like this town. It was so lovely walking around. They had Bud Lights on the houses. Just beautiful. Okay, so that's where we're going today, Virginia City. We've got some places we've been advised to call in, some hot springs and things like that. We'll see about that. And it's just been, and not a cloud in the sky. I think it's going to be in the 30s today. What a shame it wasn't like this yesterday when we did bloody going to the Sun Road. But where's he going? Where's he taking me? But you know, in the mountains like that, when you get high like that, the weather's always tricky. Those clouds can be always tricky. I'm glad we got half of it in. Anyway, let's go and get these things washed and coffee. Today's episode, which is episode, can't remember, 14 maybe, I'm losing count, is brought to you by Yoel Hartwig from Mount Macedon in Victoria, Deirdre Hearn from Cameron Park. Hi Deirdre, thanks again. Claire Hocking, the lovely Claire Hocking from Miners Rest. Thanks Claire. And Alan Holmes from Walker in New South Wales, Australia. Thanks Alan, that was very generous of you, I appreciated it. And last but not least, we have Jessie James, love that name, from Phoenix in Arizona, USA. Thanks guys, appreciate the support. Today's Taking Care of Business is from Wayne, I hope I say this right, Bergstrom. And Wayne is all the way over near New Richmond, I believe. Anyway, he is a vendor at this year's Indian Bike Week, and we will be seeing Wayne in August after Sturgis. So thanks, Wayne. Apparently the best coffee in town, in Helena. I'm having huckleberry smoothie.
Huckleberry with ice and a bit of milk.
Great. And huckleberry is like the native fruit, right?
Yeah, it's native to Montana.
Great.
They grow at like higher altitudes, usually
okay.
where bears are.
Where bears are, because they like them. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank you. So Damien's just having another chat. When we go to supermarkets, he'll stop and chat to the checkout chick and just say, how's your day been? I'm halfway out the door. In fact, I'm halfway home. Then I realise he's still chatting. Here we go. Chat. Loves a good chat, Damien does. There's his coffee. This place is supposed to be the bomb. It's a very cool place. I'm trying huckleberry, and let me tell you, it's beautiful. So we'll get to his coffee review any minute now. Today, Virginia City. Then we'll suss out if we stay there and find some accommodation out of town, or we get down a bit further. It's really nice actually not really booking too much, so we can just make the call at random. Here we go. Come on, do it. It's supposed to be the best coffee in Helena. Everyone's raving about this place. No, it's a fail out of 10.
Okay. Let me just go one more time.
Okay.
Because it's balancing between a 3, 3.5. Hang on. Yeah, it's probably about a 3.5.
Yes, it's another shit show. I think we might only do one coffee review episode now. It's getting tiresome, isn't it? Listening to Damien's whining about the coffee. It's not up to Aussie standards.
Harley came from Miami, FLA. Hitchhiked away across the USA.
Vacuuming the gravel. we're here getting fuel at Boulder, just outside of Helena. We might get into Yellowstone actually. Right, let's work this out. My transaction's been cancelled. What zip code do we use? Fucking ass. So what do we got to do? We got to pay first. Is that right?
Yeah, it's not it.
Good God. Okay. Wouldn't want to be in a fucking hurry. Right. Prepaid $20. So what we do in future though, if it asks for that, we do our Australian postcode, then a 0 to make it 5 digits. So if that's going to bring it left handle. What a lot of rigmarole, huh? So I had half. I was under half. I was between a quarter and a half, and I asked for $20 worth, and that's plenty. It only took 14. Going to the hardware. Not much happening in Boulder. That was it.
Plucked her eyebrows along the way, shaved her legs, and then he was a she. She said, hey, babe, take a walk on the wild side. Said, hey, sugar, take a walk on the wild side.
Urban Trail. Google it. I don't want to read all that. I've just stopped here for a bit of Damo's drone footage. Let's have a look.
From out on the island, but in the back room she was everybody's darling. But she never lost her head, even when she was giving head. She said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. I said, hey sugar, take a walk on the wild side. And the color girls go do 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 do
This is a different Virginia city, it's not the one I remember. So that's the one in Nevada, I reckon.
I've got to work on it.
Oh, let's have a look around. It's up here, Hangman's Museum, Road Agent's Roost. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, is it restaurants in here? Well, that's the exit. Today's food, Caesar salad. Guess, a burger. Damien's having another beer. I had ginger beer. I had this 1946 ginger beer. So we're here in Virginia City. Now we're going to stay at West Yellowstone, I think. It's about 80 miles, so about another couple of hours. And that's at the entrance of Yellowstone. We'll do Yellowstone tomorrow into Idaho Falls. Thursday night, ready to take his biking for a service Friday. Down here is the oldest saloon in the state of Montana called the Bale of Hay. I don't think they had this music playing back in the day.
Little Joe never once gave it away. Thought he was James Dean for a day.
3777. This lady, who's a local here, is going to tell us what this means.
So that was the first code of law in the West, and it started right here in Virginia City in 1863 after they struck gold a quarter mile up Alder Gulch.
Right.
35,000 people swarmed here and there was no law. So a group of supposedly upstanding gentlemen decided to become the law, and they called themselves the vigilantes.
Okay.
If a vigilante wrote this number on your cabin flap, tent, wherever you lived, once you saw that, you had 3 hours, 7 minutes, and 77 seconds to get out of town because you were undesirable, or you would be hung and put in a grave 3 feet wide by 7 feet long and 77 inches deep in the ground. And they hung over 52 men between Nevada City and Virginia City during their 2-year stint here until real law came. And then most of them ended up being bad, including Sheriff Plummer, who got hung over in Bannock. And to this day, every Montana Highway State Patroller has this patch on their jacket and that sticker on their car.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And that code of law spread all the way to California for 2 years as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I tried to remember that before, and I thought, no, I'm just going back to the lady who told me about it. And this is your store?
Yes.
It's fabulous.
Thank
Look
you.
at all. Oh,
Appreciate
if I wasn't on a motorbike,
Right.
there's so much I'd like to get. Okay, let's get that for
All
a start.
right.
So this is wonderful. This is JB from a place called Anaconda. It's not a hiking store like it is in Australia.
No,
it's actually a real town.
It's a real town, and the town isn't named after a snake either.
Okay,
it's actually named after a mine that was close to Anaconda, and that was where they first hit their big copper boom.
Right.
So.
And what was, you said something about the tallest structure.
So we have one of the tallest freestanding structures. It is an old smelter. It stands 180 some odd feet high.
Yep.
And that was one of the big booms for Montana.
And how far is Anaconda from Virginia City, where we are right now?
About an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
So probably 120 miles.
So
roughly.
you're a local from Montana.
Yep. Born and raised.
It's a big state, isn't it?
Oh, huge.
This is your pub?
I'm just
Yeah, you're the
manager.
The manager of it there. It was wonderful. Best ginger beer. Is that something I can buy in other places?
It's called Cock and Bull.
Cock and Bull. I liked it. It was great. Well, thank you so much for looking after
Thank
us.
you, guys.
We're now going to West Yellowstone based on your recommendation.
Yeah.
And we're going the nice way round. Tell me about your grandmother.
Wagon train.
My grandmother did 13 wagon trains back and forth from the Great Lakes to Virginia City here.
Yep.
She was on the original wagon train from Bannock
Right.
to Virginia City, and she lived in Fort Benton for a while.
So she rode 13 wagon trains.
She did, back and forth, and each time she brought more cows, more things.
She's
She
been
was
around the
keeping
trail
men
a
in
few
line,
times.
for
Right.
sure.
Okay. All right. That was. Thank you, Madeline. That was lovely.
I'm so happy I met you guys.
Oh yes,
Oh,
it was
my.
wonderful. This is the town Ennis, E-N-N-I-S. It's just 15 minutes from Virginia City. It's been interesting coming through the small towns. Most stuff is closed, and the only things that are open are the churches and distilleries. Yeah, now we're on the way to West Yellowstone.
Little Joe never once gave it away. Thought he was James Dean for
My bed, Damien's bed. It's good they have baths. A lot of baths in America. It's not bad, is it? That's your bed over there, love.
Oh, is it?
What did we pay for this? Two.
204 something.
With taxes.
Yep.
Little Joe never once gave it away. Thought he was James Dean for a day. A hustle here and a hustle there. New York City's the place where they say, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. I said, hey sugar, take a walk on the wild side.
Good morning. We're in Helena. What a beautiful place this is. I really like it. Beautiful stately homes. Went out to the restaurants last night. We treated ourselves. We're now but you're going to love Virginia City. There is 2 Virginia cities. I've already been to one and I can't remember which one it was, so I'm wondering if the one I'm going to today is the one that I've been to before. If not, there's another one near Carson City, which is Las Vegas, the other end of the trip. So these bikes are so muddy, we're going to clean them. We found a bay wash thing. I do really like Helena. I love Montana, but I particularly like this town. It was so lovely walking around. They had Bud Lights on the houses. Just beautiful. Okay, so that's where we're going today, Virginia City. We've got some places we've been advised to call in, some hot springs and things like that. We'll see about that. And it's just been, and not a cloud in the sky. I think it's going to be in the 30s today. What a shame it wasn't like this yesterday when we did bloody going to the Sun Road. But where's he going? Where's he taking me? But you know, in the mountains like that, in that when you get high like that, the weather's always tricky. Those clouds can be always tricky. I'm glad we got half of it in. Anyway, let's go and get these things washed and coffee. Today's episode, which is episode, can't remember, 14 maybe, I'm losing count, is brought to you by Yoel Hartwig from Mount Macedon in Victoria, Deirdre Hearn from Cameron Park. Hi Deirdre, thanks again. Claire Hocking, the lovely Claire Hocking from Miners Rest. Thanks Claire. And Alan Holmes from Walker in New South Wales, Australia. Thanks Alan, that was very generous of you, I appreciated it. And last but not least, we have Jessie James, love that name, from Phoenix in Arizona, USA. Thanks guys, appreciate the support. Today's Taking Care of Business is from Wayne, I hope I say this right, Bergstrom. And Wayne is all the way over near New Richmond, I believe. Anyway, he is a vendor at this year's Indian Bike Week, and we will be seeing Wayne in August after Sturgis. So thanks, Wayne. Apparently the best coffee in town, in Helena. I'm having huckleberry smoothie.
It's the huckleberry with ice and a bit of milk.
Great. And huckleberry is like the native fruit, right?
Yeah, it's native to Montana.
Great.
They grow at like higher altitudes, usually
okay.
where bears are.
Where bears are, because they like them. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank you. So Damien's just having another chat. When we go to supermarkets, he'll stop and chat to the checkout chick and just say, how's your day been? I'm halfway out the door. In fact, I'm halfway home. And I realise he's still chatting. Here he goes. Chat. Loves a good chat, Damien does. There's his coffee. This place is supposed to be the bomb. It's a very cool place. I'm trying huckleberry, and let me tell you, it's beautiful. So we'll get to his coffee review any minute now. Today, Virginia City. Then we'll suss out if we stay there and find some accommodation out of town, or we get down a bit further. It's really nice actually not really booking too much, so we can just make the call at random. Here we go. Come on, do it. It's supposed to be the best coffee in Helena. Everyone's raving about this place. No, it's a fail out of 10.
Okay. Let me just go one more time.
Okay.
Because it's balancing between a 3, 3.5. Hang on. Yeah, it's probably about a 3.5.
Yes, it's another shit show. I think we might only do one coffee review episode now. It's getting tiresome, isn't it? Listening to Damien's whining about the coffee. It's not up to Aussie standards.
Harley came from Miami, FLA. Hitchhiked away across the USA.
Vacuuming the gravel. So we're here getting fuel at Boulder, just outside of Helena. We might get into Yellowstone actually. Right, let's work this out. My transaction's been cancelled. What zip code do we use? Fucking ass. So what are we got to do? We've got to pay first. Is that right?
Yeah, it's not it.
Good God, okay. Wouldn't want to be in a fucking hurry. Right, prepaid $20. So what we do in future though, if it asks for that, we do our Australian postcode, then a 0 to make it 5 digits. See if that's going to bring it left handle. What a lot of rigmarole, huh? So I had half. I was under half. I was between a quarter and a half, and I asked for $20 worth, and that's plenty. It only took 14. Going to the hardware. Not much happening in Boulder. That was it.
Plucked her eyebrows along the way, shaved her legs, and then he was a she. She said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. Said, hey sugar, take a walk on the wild side.
Urban Trail. Google it. I don't want to read all that. We've just stopped here for a bit of Damo's drone footage. Let's have a look.
From out on the island, but in the back room she was everybody's darling. But she never lost her head, even when she was giving head. She said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. I said, hey sugar, take a walk on the wild side. And the color girls go do 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 do
This is a different Virginia City, it's not the one I remember. So that's the one in Nevada, I reckon.
I've got to work on it.
Oh, let's have a look around. It's up here, Hangman's Museum, Road Agent's Roost. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, is it restaurants in here? Well, that's the exit. Today's food, Caesar salad. Guess, a burger. Damien's having another beer. I had ginger beer. I had this 1946 ginger beer. So we're here in Virginia City. Now we're going to stay at West Yellowstone, I think. It's about 80 miles, so about another couple of hours. And that's at the entrance of Yellowstone. We'll do Yellowstone tomorrow into Idaho Falls. Thursday night, ready to take his biking for a service Friday. Down here is the oldest saloon in the state of Montana called the Bale of Hay. I don't think they had this music playing back in the day.
Little Joe never once gave it away. Thought he was James Dean for a day.
3777. This lady, who's a local here, is going to tell us what this means.
So that was the first code of law in the West, and it started right here in Virginia City in 1863 after they struck gold a quarter mile up Alder Gulch.
Right.
35,000 people swarmed here, and there was no law. So a group of supposedly upstanding gentlemen decided to become the law, and they called themselves the vigilantes.
Okay.
If a vigilante wrote this number on your cabin flap, tent, wherever you lived, once you saw that, you had 3 hours, 7 minutes, and 77 seconds to get out of town because you were an undesirable, or you would be hung and put in a grave 3 feet wide by 7 feet long and 77 inches deep in the ground. And they hung over 52 men between Nevada City and Virginia City during their 2 year stint here until real law came. And then most of them ended up being bad, including Sheriff Plummer, who got hung over in Bannock. And to this day, every Montana Highway State Patroller has this patch on their jacket and that sticker on their car.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And that code of law spread all the way to California for 2 years as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I tried to remember that before, and I thought, no, I'm just going back to the lady
Perfect.
who told me about it. And this is your store?
Yes.
It's fabulous.
Thank
Look at
you.
all. Oh,
Appreciate
if I wasn't on a motorbike,
Right.
there's so much I'd like to get. Okay, let's get that for
All
a start.
right.
So this is wonderful. This is JB from a place called Anaconda. It's not a hiking store like it is in Australia.
No,
it's actually a real town.
It's a real town, and the town isn't named after a snake either.
Okay,
it's actually
yes.
named after a mine that was close to Anaconda, and that was where they first hit their big copper boom.
Right.
So.
And what was, you said something about the tallest structure.
So we have one of the tallest freestanding structures. It is an old smelter. It stands 180 some odd feet high.
Yep.
And that was one of the big booms for Montana.
And how far is Anaconda from Virginia City, where we are right now?
About an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
So probably 120 miles
So
roughly.
you're a local from Montana.
Yep. Born and raised.
It's a big state, isn't it?
Oh, huge.
This is your pub?
I'm just
Yeah, you're the
manager.
The manager of it there. It was wonderful. Best ginger beer. Is that something I can buy in other places?
It's called Cock and Bull.
Cock and Bull. I liked it. It was great. Well, thank you so much for looking after
Thank you,
us.
guys.
We're now going to West Yellowstone based on your recommendation.
Yeah.
And we're going the nice way round. Tell me about your grandmother.
Wagon train.
My grandmother did 13 wagon trains back and forth from the Great Lakes to Virginia City here.
Yep.
She was on the original wagon train from Bannock
Right.
to Virginia City, and she lived in Fort Benton for a while.
So she rode 13 wagon trains.
She did, back and forth, and each time she brought more cows, more things.
She's
She
been
was
around the
keeping
trail
men
a
in
few
line,
times.
for
Right.
sure.
Okay. All right. That was. Thank you, Madeline. That was lovely.
I'm so happy I met you guys.
Oh yes,
Oh,
it was
my.
wonderful. This is the town Ennis, E-N-N-I-S. It's just 15 minutes from Virginia City. It's been interesting coming through the small towns. Most stuff is closed, and the only things that are open are the churches and distilleries. Yeah, now we're on the way to West Yellowstone.
Little Joe never once gave it away. Thought he was James Dean for
My bed, Damien's bed. It's good they have baths. A lot of baths in America. It's not bad, is it? That's your bed over there, love.
Oh, is it?
What did we pay for this? Two.
204 something.
With taxes.
Yep.
Little Joe never once gave it away. Thought he was James Dean for a day. A hustle here and a hustle there. New York City's the place where they say, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. I said, hey sugar, take a walk on the wild side.
Well, this hotel, we stayed at the Best Western last night in Idaho Falls, which is a really lovely place. But that came with breakfast. We don't normally do it, but we've just had some omelettes and eggs. Anyway, they've got a coffee station he's going to try and make his own. Off you go. Try it.
It's percolating stuff. It's no press stuff. It's the normal drip bloody coffee.
It might get you by because it might be a couple of hours. So we're on the way to the Indian dealership here to get his service.
See, you don't understand.
And we've got to wait. We've got to hang around for 3 hours at the dealership, which is okay because we've got stuff to do. You're going to do it? Do it. You can do it. Go and try it. Might surprise us, mightn't it? God, yeah, looks like mud. Did you pick the Colombian blend?
Yeah.
Okay. Now for the milk. At least they've got wooden stirrers, not all this plastic friggin' shit that's landfill. Things like this might need a shitload of sugar. Out of 10? Oh, it's a big fat 0. Well, we expected that. Okay, well, let's leave it. Let's go. Today's episode is brought to you by these fabulous people. We've got Craig Jones. Now, Craig is from Billings. So around here, we're meeting up with Craig and his wife, and we might ride the Beartooth Pass. I think they're going to show us around there. So thank you, Craig. You've been very generous. And then we have Darren Mather from Inverell. Thanks, Darren. And then we have, Tony McClimate, a good friend of mine from New South Wales. Oh, no, she's actually in Queensland now. She's up north, up near Airlie Beach. Thanks, Tony. And Tommy McMahon from Odenville. Thanks, Tommy. That's very kind of you. And Veronique Mensch from Fredericksburg. So thanks, Veronique. Found a coffee shop. We never got to explore this part of town, but this is downtown. But, don't need to be shopping, do I? So it's now 8:20. Get the coffee. We're going over to Indian. They start at 9. We said we'd be there super early so they can get underway because we want to get away and do about a 3-hour ride today. I've got to get my head around this week. I think I've slightly buggered up some of the destinations because we're sort of in a cluster now for this week, all around leading into Sturgis. Oh no, we've got Moab and so this week, I don't know. It's very confusing. Day ahead, which is good, but we're back on track with tomorrow night being in Jackson, which is what we booked. There you go. Okay, Damien's real live coffee for the morning. Did you just sip it then, did you, while I was not paying attention?
I can't fucking wait for you all day.
Okay, what's the go?
Yeah, it's alright.
Out of 10?
I'll give that about a 6.
Jesus, mate, you're fucking hard marker. It's all right, and it still only gets a 6. All right, that's today's coffee review. I don't think I'm going to do another one, unless, obviously you'll have another one, but unless it's something amazing, I think
What's the search?
I think my followers are starting to think, for fuck's sake, Damien. There's been people suggest that we should have packed our own percolator.
Yeah, well,
make our own, ground our own coffee.
I'll just have a ute behind me or trailer or something,
So we've had a few suggestions on what Damien should be doing about it. None of them are actually practical. So I found a feather on the ground. They say it's lucky. Yeah, maybe. Another piece of shit to add to the bike. Okay, we're here at the Eagle Rock Indian store where the bikes are ready to be looked at, and this is it. Also Royal Enfield here and Urals. They've got the cool stuff. An Indian ambassador at Eagle Rock. Yeah. This is your store, right?
Yeah, this is my dealership.
And you were given the ambassadorship this year, so
yeah.
2023. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
And you're on a Challenger. Calvin's going to show us a bit of a ride today with a local Intel, which is great. And you're going to take us, and we're going to end up somewhere near over Jackson, but not in Jackson, where we haven't still sorted an accommodation yet. Is it school? How old are they?
Oldest is 8, and I got twins that are 7.
Right. So is it school holidays at the moment or something? Is it?
Yeah, school's out right now.
Right. Okay. That's why. Another reason why it's busy. Another lesson to learn. Watch. We arrived the week of 4th of July. So we're worried because everything was closing and getting our bikes and the port were bloody stopping and then holiday time, school holidays, everything's busy. There's kids everywhere. So if I'd planned this again, I'd probably avoid those times.
Yeah, September they start going back to school. That's good riding time then.
Right. Okay. So they have virtually July, August. They
June, July, most of August. Yep.
What, off school?
Yeah.
Like 3 months?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's how they do it here. And the teachers too. You got to think about that too. So they get a break.
What?
Yeah.
So they actually, school's out
School's out.
for nearly 3 months.
Yeah. School's out.
Forever.
Summer.
Oh, and then, of course, that's why you have summer camps, right? Because parents can't stand it.
That's right.
They need to ship them off.
That's exactly right.
So that explains American summer camp. We don't have camps like that in Australia because we have holidays dotted throughout the year. Like, what do you do for work, Calvin?
I actually work out on the desert. There's a nuclear facility, research facility.
Right.
Do HVAC work out there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Interesting. Is that top secret stuff out there?
There's some.
It's not like
looks like it.
Looks like it's done. Look at that.
Oh man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look.
Is this the square ice cream place?
Where your square ice cream's at.
Is this the only place in the world you get square ice cream?
A few others have picked up on it.
Right. It's called Berries.
See?
That's okay. Thank you. A sample of a moose track, please. Okay, so 1 square moose track. So let me see how that looks square. Okay, that's square.
Oh man, look my life. 24 and there's so much more.
And this is the Swan Valley, and that is the Snake River.
Yep, so the Snake River goes into this reservoir, which is Palisades.
Palisade, okay. Now, Damien's doing his drone. So here is Damo's drone footage.
That makes me think of two. Love lost such a cause. Give me things that don't get lost. Like a coin that won't get tossed. Rolling home to you. Lullaby, look in your eye. Run around the same old town. Doesn't mean that much to me, to mean that much to you. I've been first and last. Look at how
We've just crossed the border into Wyoming from Idaho. We're heading into the mountains. Teton. We're going to the Teton National Forest as well on the left-hand side. I reckon it's about 35. It's very hot. Calvin's, I think we've only got another 40 minutes to go. Then we will start looking for a place to stay. This is Jackson. We're not staying here. We're staying here tomorrow night. Wow, look at that. Kodak moment. This is, what's this place? Victor.
This is Victor.
We've just come up, what did we come up? The beautiful mountain, the Teton.
The Teton Pass.
Teton Pass. Yeah. And now Calvin's going east?
West.
West?
West for home.
He's going home. We're going east. We've found some accommodation. And of course, now Calvin's an official tank topper because he filled up my tank of fuel for today. So thank you very much. And thank you for taking the time out to show us. There's no way we would have known about that ride. So we're very grateful, aren't we, Damien? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We've just stopped at Victor. Is it Victor?
Victor.
Before we go to our accommodation, and I had a huckleberry milkshake. Damien had an espresso. I think that's a wise choice. I think you should give up on the coffee. Go milkshake. This is the world famous home of the huckleberry milkshake. And I love these huckleberry milkshakes. And I think they've even put malt in it. We're now on our way to our accommodation, about 20 minutes away.
Yep, 19 minutes, yeah, about 20 minutes. Yeah.
And it's the TETONS TP village. But it's not a TP, but it looks really cool. So we'll see you there. Right, we're at our accommodation. It's an old ski lodge. We were in room 9, but each room has its own little bathroom. 3 steps down. Nice. Cool. How lovely. And then the rooms are tiny, but we've got all out there to use, and they're doing a fire pit tonight. She said it gets chilly after about 9 o'clock. We had to go, they don't have food, they don't, the bar here, but they're not licensed, no food, so we had to go back into town to get some supplies. So 2 salads, some things for Damien, some fruit. That came to not the chips, that came to $50 US, about 70, 80 bucks Australian, just for that. What a day, cheers.
Cheers.
Well, we've ended up in what I reckon is a great place.
Yeah, amazing.
This is sort of stuff I like staying in, these rusticy, log cabiny things. This is called, when I saw it, it was Teton TP Village. I thought we were going to get a TP because I'd like to stay in a TP at least once on this trip. I know it's not your thing.
Do you really?
Yeah, fuck yeah. And a wagon wheel as well.
Well, you don't want to share bathrooms.
No, and they're fucking usually multi-share. They have things stuck out in the middle of nowhere that share with wild animals and more spiders to bite you.
And drop toilets?
Mm.
You don't do good with drop toilets.
Drop what?
Dunnies, toilets.
No, I don't like outdoor things, but I deal with it to experience a TP and a wagon wheel. I've got to say, every bed we've slept in America has been very comfortable, don't you reckon?
Except for one.
The other weird things about this country that, well, not weird, they're just different.
What is?
Well, what's different?
Again, they don't use indicators.
They don't use indicators, they pull out in front of you.
Yep.
And roundabouts, it's like they're on a quest just to sort of zoom over them as quick as possible without stopping.
Exactly.
Scary, and because for us it's the other way around.
You get polar opposites. You get people who, you walk across the road and they stop half a mile down the road. So courteous.
They're very courteous, yeah, exactly.
I can't figure that out.
And you notice the light switches go up instead of down to turn on?
Yeah, but that's normal here.
That's what?
That's normal here.
Yeah, but that's odd, isn't it? It's different for us, is what I'm saying.
It's different.
I'm not questioning what is shit. I'm just saying some of the things we've noticed.
Yeah, but that's.
And like the power points, once the plug's in, it's going, it's on. There's no switch to put on.
You know why though?
Why?
Because they're 110 volts.
So it's not enough to kill you.
Well, it gives you a good kick. That's about it.
Right.
You don't want to be licking it though.
What else is different?
Oh.
The toilet, because the water goes around the other way,
yeah.
but the water.
And it's a fish pond.
The water comes up. It's like a bowl of soup.
I would have called it a fish tank.
Okay, but the water comes right up, so it's right. If you fell in, it wouldn't take much for that water to be touching your ass cheeks. Worse if you're a bloke and you're a sitter.
I don't sit.
You don't sit?
No, I have the privilege of standing, so I stand.
So you stand. I know people that sit, men that sit just for the number one, and I reckon if they had a hanging ball sack, they'd be swishing in that water.
Yeah.
It's very disconcerting seeing the water so high.
Okay.
I think that's odd.
Let's just say I have a privilege to stand. I will stand.
Yeah. well, I would imagine. But I was listening to the ABC the other day, and they were doing an online on-radio survey of men who sit or stand, and the amount of men who sit, and their reasoning was that their wife nagged them so much that when they were standing, they'd get it everywhere, so they decided to sit and keep the lid down just to keep the peace.
You just need a ping pong ball.
Aim for it.
Yeah.
That water way up top, and and if the VIP poos needs a bit of attention, those fucking blind mullets are going to be floating to the top and be feeling. Oh, it's horrible. No.
So the thing is, the VIP poo was invented in America because of that reason.
Do you know that, or are you just making it up?
No, it's true.
VIP poo that I've dragged all the way from Australia because we have to share a bathroom.
Yeah, was invented in America.
Well, that would be why, because the water comes right up. And
That's right. So you have a coating, and it's we're in Australia.
No, it's much lower and it's much safer. Anyway, what was the highlight for today?
Oh.
Because you got a service on your Indian today, which was.
I did.
How much did that cost again? This is the second service or first?
No, this is my second, but first in America.
Yes, but it's the 8,000. Is it the
8,000 kilometre, which is 5,000 miles.
And what would that cost in Australia to have done?
Well,
about $400,
$400,
right?
but it cost me $400
American, which is like $650 Australian.
Pretty close.
So
to
it's more expensive to have the shit done here.
Yep.
And then Calvin, was nice of him to come out, the Indian ambassador, the head of that IMRG chapter in the Idaho Falls. Because we were advised the night before to go up another way and back on the friggin' highway. So I'm so glad that he saved the day and led us to here. And tomorrow we've got Jackson, and we might do the other side of the Tetons tomorrow. So another big day, and the weather's been great, so we've been very lucky. I don't want to talk to people tonight.
I just want to chill out.
I'm over it.
Are you?
I'm over talking to a lot of people. I just want to relax. I wouldn't mind finishing yesterday's episode.
I've got to do yours.
You owe me the
I've got
footage.
to do all the audio.
I told you it looked a lot, so I'm not doing that again. We're not doing that again.
Yeah,
it's too much work. Have you worked it out?
I worked a way of doing it.
Tomorrow will be good. Jackson.
Well, the bike's serviced. I'm happy. I just need to get this tune sorted out.
Yeah. I need a good sleep tonight. I had a terrible sleep last night.
Why?
I don't know. Some days I work and some days I don't. Okay, I'm going to do some downloading.
Rolling home to you.
Oh, now take a look at my life from a man like you. I need someone to love me.
Horses, there was an open campfire. That's where we stayed. Really good night. And just down here is a babbling brook. Today's episode's the tank toppers, and that's Serge Mernier from Kings Landley. I hope I've said that right, probably not. Bella McKell from Clover. Now, Bella is an interesting girl, known as the Mileage Queen. She's an Australian girl but lives in America and rides all around the place, so I'll put her handle up as well. I hope I've said it, McKell. I hope I've said that right, or Michael or Mitchell. Jenny Millen from Barata, and David Nessens from Antioch. I think that's how you say it. I'll check where what countries these are in. And Ollie Alston, thanks mate, from Dowran. So thanks again everybody. And today's Taking Care of Business is Krishna Nanda. Now he does show events and things like that. Extremely generous. You have been more than generous with supporting this adventure, and I hope you're enjoying the episodes, and when we get back we've got to catch up, so thanks for that. Look at this beautiful beautiful. We're not stopping for long, we're running late, it's getting hot. We've got to do Teton National Park today, and you found a coffee from a very cool looking place across the road. So cool. My hopes are high because this is a cool place. I've just bought something from a market across the road.
I'll have a sip.
Okay, do it. Do it.
Oh my god, that is absolutely beautiful.
No way.
No, that is good. That's a really good coffee.
Oh, shit. You speaker.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
I have to give that a good 9.
Holy shit.
I'm still holding back, but that's a good 9.
I reckon now we'll see bison because it started off a good day. It's a lucky day.
I'm going to enjoy this. See you guys.
Okay. A good coffee, our first 9. Anyway, it's going to be a good day. Okay, where to today? We've just left our accommodation, which is, we're in Driggs. Accommodation's just about 4 k's out. We're going to do the Tetons National Park, which is going to be about a 3.5 hour day. We're going to end up in Jackson, where I've already booked accommodation. And I've just been told by the guy where we stayed, some local intel about this stagecoach dinner thing. So we've booked 2 for tonight, which sounds fantastic. But he's also given us some great intel on, we were going to Moab and Monument Valley next week. They're currently going through a heat wave. So it's going to be like 110 will die. So we're now completely changing our plans. We're going back north to the Sawtooth Ranges. We're going to spend the week up there. Apparently it's the best riding in this part of the country. Which means we won't miss Monument Valley because we'll pick up that when we go to Vegas in September. But it does mean we're going to miss Colorado Springs, Pikes Peak and the $1 Million Highway. Colorado Springs, there's nothing there, but Pikes Peak, I've done it. I just wanted Damien to do it, so it's not a great loss for me. But neither of us have done the $1 Million Highway, but this guy reckons where we're going is 10 times better than that anyway. So we're making the punt. We're changing next week's plans. We're not going south. It's too hot. The heat wave's coming through. We're going to go north, and then we'll pick up our route in the usual places, Cody and all that, as per normal. Get going today because I want to spend a couple of hours in Jackson looking around as well. So I'll capture a bit of the road where we're going at the Tetons National Park, and we hope to see buffalo, or bison, I hope.
We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson. I'm gonna mess around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Look out, Jackson. We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout.
The road was very shit getting in. It's narrow. There's not much to look at, but the line up to get into probably the best part was ridiculous. We can see the Tetons.
Hotter than a pepper sprout.
I don't know where we are, but there's a TP and a wagon wheel. So for me, that's a Kodak moment.
I love it.
Thank you.
That character.
Look out, Jackson Town.
Well, go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your hell. Go play your hand.
We're close to town, and this is our room. Only 1 bed and only 1 bath as usual. Nice. Miller's Lodge. We got it because it was close to town. I'll let you know up on the screen how much it cost. I'll dump our stuff and we'll go into town, have some lunch.
Yes.
So touristy, aren't we? We're sitting on saddles. We're going on some wagon wheels. Can't believe it. This is where we're eating.
Where table are you at?
So part of this tourist experience, some cowboy trail. They give you its food, corn, beans, pork, beef, salad. A thing and a brownie. I've got the dessert and they put that with the meal. It's interesting. It's different, that's for sure.
Plug your, push your lid on the wall over here. Oh my God. Oh, it's gonna be a bumpy ride home tonight. If we tell you, rocking to and fro, making this all over again. Never come to
wild horse herds, or in any horse herd really, they will sync their heartbeats. They can sense each other's heartbeats and they will sync their heartbeats all together. And then the way that they can sense that fear is if, you know, one of the horses on the outside of the herd, per se, you know, if they sense something, their heartbeat raises, the rest of the herd already knows.
Big talking man.
I'm gonna snowball Jackson.
We'll see if I care.
When I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson.
Because yesterday was extraordinarily busy, but I'm catching up. This is going to be episode 18 because you've just got 17. But it's brought to you by these following tank toppers, and we have Ronald Organ from Ross, and I'll put all these where they're from. Kim Pendergrass from Oak Harbour, thanks Kim. Nikki Pryor from Brentwood, thanks Nikki. Oh, Sticks and Stones Creations, oh nice, I'll check that out. Dan Puckett from Laverne, thanks Dan. Jenny Pursehouse from Beechwood, thanks Jenny. So taking care of business is with Tracy Hart. Now I've met Tracy in the club industry. She works currently for Concilium, but she does have a little bit of a consultancy firm here as well. So thanks Tracy for looking after today's episode.
Baby, you come knocking on my front door. The same old line you used to use before. I said, yeah, well, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what I was getting into. So you had a little trouble in town. How you keeping some demons down? Stop dragging mine. Stop dragging mine. Stop dragging.
And I've been sitting here now for what feels like 15 minutes because Damien said grab a chair. I'll go and get coffee. But you know what he's doing? He's chatting. He's no doubt found someone and he's chatting. So we're going to have a little chat about yesterday's ride, which I didn't film. I grabbed one tiny little bit and we'll just go through the day in a minute. But just wait for Dave's coffee. We're going to clean the bikes today, and we've booked another day because I'm exhausted. Yesterday's ride in the heat was just extraordinary, but it's quite cloudy and cool today. And this is such a cool town. This is at the base of the Sawtooth Mountains. Where the fuck? God. Minutes later. Got his coffee. Come on.
It was a long queue.
Slower than a wet week.
Poor girls are pumped.
Okay, all right.
You know, I mean, give them a break.
Be honest, because he bullshitted in the last one, because he feels that he's just whinging all the time, so he made up a 9 for that one.
Okay, I asked for a double shot this time.
Yes, because he's learned his lesson.
Because, you know, double shit will be shit.
Yeah, it's going to be shit no matter what, so it's still shit. Catch him.
It's missing the mark. I'm sorry.
Out of 10.
So it's probably about a 4, 5. I'll give it a 5.
5.
Just because of the effort.
Yeah, well, fucking waiting 20 minutes for a frigging coffee. Okay, another fail. Really, I only can remember 2 coffees that have
Do you
been
know,
worthy.
I was just talking to a lady.
Yes, we know. We were waiting here. We know you've been chatting.
And she said to me the best coffee is in Seattle.
Yeah, correct.
And
Well,
it
we.
was. Do you know the first mark I gave? We need to go back and increase the value of that because I thought it was going to be better. But that's Seattle. I'm almost going to give it a 9.5 now.
Okay. Well, I'm not going back and re-editing.
I think you should.
Okay, we're going to wash the bikes now, look around, edit, relax, get this episode out. We're sitting on a rooftop bar in Ketchum. We love this town. We're right near, look at all those hills around us. And we just ordered a burger and a fish burger and wine, and we're having a drink. And here comes my ice.
Hey!
Blackened cod burger. So that was 20 American. Mine was 19 American. It's perfect. It's delicious. And this is made with mashed potato, this bread, potato. We are in Idaho, the potato capital of the world. That looks amazing. They do their burgers so well over here. And this is the main street of Ketchum. And we're going into here. Okay. Apparently they do great margaritas. Here we go.
Good girls.
Just like to draw your attention that 1953, the fashions then were exactly the same as they are now. That's how everyone looks here, exactly like that. We can't forget the ladies. This is the 1939 Miss Idaho beauty pageant. Gorgeous.
It's hard to think about what you wanted. It's hard to think about what you lost. This doesn't have to be the big yet even. This doesn't have to be anything at all. I know you really wanna tell me goodbye.
You put the money in and the thing's stuck. Come on, you shake the fucking thing. Shake it. Can you shake it?
I give up.
Both of them too. Two of them.
No, that one's caught in there. Oh, Jesus.
Fixed it. Just took a bit of muscle. Bit of muscle power. Fucking, I was ready to smash the glass. I don't care. I don't. No one's going to get in the way of my snacks. How beautiful is this?
It's glorious.
We're looking, I think they're the Sawtooth Ranges. I think we're riding over them tomorrow or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
More mountains. Now, it's beautiful out here, but I know you're going, I hope I don't get eaten alive, but they don't really come near me, the mozzies, like
No,
they do you.
they'll go past you and come to me.
Yeah. So yesterday's ride from Jackson to Idaho Falls, you found a fantastic way, which you got footage of that, and that you're going to do one of your road reviews on that.
Yes.
And then, so that was beautiful. And then we got to Idaho Falls and had lunch because we thought we might stay there again, but we were feeling brave and thought, fuck it, we're going to go to Ketchum, which was like 3 hours in 35-degree heat.
Yep.
In the middle of the day.
Yep.
Yeah, that was sort of not clever, but we got here. It was hard work though. Oh my God.
We made it.
Yeah, that was good. And then, so that was basically just straight road for 3 hours. And we went through, what was that place called? The world's first, Arco, the world's only atomic powered, first atomic powered, I think it's probably the only town. Then after Arco, we were coming into like moon craters.
Did you notice though, everything around it was dead?
Yeah, it was very eerie sort of stuff. And then the crater area, I managed to snaffle a bit of footage of that because I just dragged my camera out of the.
While you were riding?
Yeah.
Really?
I wanted to sort of stop, but you didn't want to.
Did you just get bitten?
No, I just had an itch. They don't come near me.
Sure.
Yep. Really knackered last night. We went out for a meal, which was ridiculous. 2 bloody plates of pasta, 2 drinks. It came to $90 with a $10 tip, $100 US. That's like $160
for a plate, 2 plates of pasta.
Yeah, that's
just
friggin'
ridiculous.
Bullshit. So expensive. And anyway, it was nice though. I enjoyed it, but
it was yummy. He wanted us to go back the next day, today. I don't think so.
No, that wasn't going to be on.
No.
Really good. Ketchum's a lovely place.
Beautiful.
I like it here.
I think it's a little bit more upmarket though. There's a lot more upmarket. Oh, look at this bird.
It's supposed to be the most expensive place in Idaho.
It is.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're going to have a great ride over the Sawtooth Ranges and Stanley. But what about the people that ride with no helmet on, yet they've got their chaps, their vests or their coat, their gloves, but no helmet. So it's like, I want to keep everything from the neck down fucking pristine, but I don't give a shit about my head.
Everything goes fast here.
It's ridiculous.
Even the trucks.
Yep.
I can't believe the trucks are just doing 120 kilometres.
I know. And what about?
Overtaken.
I know. Scary. There's a few moments there that it was too fast for me. But what about the people? They take dogs everywhere, don't they? Take dogs.
We have a restaurant.
Restaurants, dogs go in restaurants. At the airport, people had, when we were getting on those planes, dogs.
And what about here in the motel?
Yeah, dogs.
Dogs. They've got rooms for dogs.
And they have a dog shitting spot at the airport.
It's called a doggy toilet.
A doggy toilet at LA airport.
Yep.
The fuck? I don't know. Discuss Walmart.
What about Walmart?
It's good, isn't it?
It's fantastic.
Yeah. We didn't see any of those famous Walmart people that walk around.
No.
Certainly.
With the kids hanging off. But what I couldn't believe, in the middle of Walmart, there's a gun and ammunition section.
Yeah. It's unbelievable, isn't it? And much drawing of late.
That guy I spoke to, and I said, "Are you packing heat?" He goes, "Yeah." I couldn't believe it. It's just part of life here.
Yes, it's weird.
But it's going to be concealed.
My pens are all gone a bit weird.
Yeah. No, it's gone.
Well, this is fucked up.
What the fuck did you do there?
No, I'll fix it, but
it looks like he's got a wart in the side of his eye.
It's that my pens have all gone funny. And
that looks all right. Don't touch that. That looks good.
No, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the size of that friggin' beast. Look at it. Mozzie.
Yeah, where was it coming? I can actually see it flying away. That's how big it is.
Margaritas, so they free pour their spirits. No wonder I'm pissed when we come out of those things. I'm going back to mocktails. I don't think I'm much of an alcohol girl.
No?
No.
That's okay. I don't know, but I'm getting eaten by a mosquito. I can hear it.
We'll go in. I'm done. Anyway, I just wanted to sit out here and have a chat.
And they give you 2 keys. Why do you reckon they give you 2 keys?
One's a spare?
Right. Where's your 2 keys?
For what lock? They're together.
I'm getting eaten. I'm getting eaten alive.
Can't be. What's that?
Lights has just come on.
Lights?
Lights. Cool. I like it.
This doesn't have to be the big get even. This doesn't have to be anything at all. I know you really want to tell me goodbye.
Our hotel in Ketchum. Had a beautiful night, but beautiful 2 days here. So we're just going into town to get the obligatory coffee. Look at our outlook over here. I don't know if you can, hope it's good. Let's hope it at least gets above a 7. Okay, let's get this coffee sorted. Well, while we wait for Damien and his coffee, today's episode, thanks to the following people. Dusty Kunz from the Utah area, and we're going to try and meet up. I'm not sure we're going there now with this change of plans. Cindy Bailey from Cleveland, another USA lady. Judith Burgess from LJ, another USA lady. Thank you so much, guys. Then we have Bill Fisher. Thanks, Bill, from Croydon, Australia. And then, of course, Gordon Beattie, one of my old lecturers at university from the Bega area, beautiful down there. And Mark Roach from Tassie. Thanks, guys. And today's taking care of business is Cheryl Bartley, who runs the Bombshells. Now, Cheryl's from Australia, New South Wales. And often you see those beautiful girls and those motorcycle magazines with the lingerie and everything. Cheryl manages all those. She has some lovely ladies with her as well. So thanks, Cheryl, for that. Let's enjoy today. Beautiful weather again. Just waiting for Damien to get his coffee. It's been a while again. I think he's chatting. Oh no, here he comes.
Well, I had to bloody wait long enough.
I know, I thought you might have been chatting again.
No, it wasn't.
It's just this short staff. Or they think they forgot you.
No, I think they forgot me because the people after me got served. Yeah, I know. I think they're locals.
Okay, well, with all that effort, let's hope it's good.
Okay.
Did you get a double?
Mm-hmm. Hang on. Let's just make sure. I'll do it this way.
Is it worth the hassle and the wait?
Yep.
Oh, it's a good one.
That's a bloody good coffee.
Okay, this might be our third good one in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's a shit. That's a good coffee.
Oh, Jesus. Is this the best so far?
No, Seattle's the best.
Seattle's still number 1.
So, yeah, Seattle's number 1. But what did I give Seattle?
You gave it like an 8.5. I can't remember.
Well, I was expecting really.
But yesterday you said I should go back and re-edit that to a 9.5.
9.5 for Seattle.
Yeah.
This will be a 9.
A 9. Okay, it's right up there.
That's a good coffee. Thank
okay,
you.
this is Coffee and Clothes. We'll give them a plug, even though they sort of forgot your order, but they've been redeemed. Now today, I'm going to talk about where we're going today when I get on the bike, I think. Basically, we're just going to Stanley, which is only an hour away. And do we go through the Sawtooth Ranges before Stanley or after?
No, we go to Stanley, and I think it's between Stanley and Solomon.
And we're staying at Solomon.
Solomon.
Salmon, Solomon.
No, Solomon.
Solomon. We're staying there the night. So in between, we go to Stanley, which is a really cool, funky village.
Quite as often as I could have.
So we're now in the Sawtooth National Ranges. Absolutely beautiful. It's about I believe we will be climbing to about a 7,000 or 8,000 feet elevation. But I think the reason, obviously, it's called Sawtooth is that they've got these jagged little rocks that come out and look like teeth. And when I get into it, no doubt you will see them. Absolutely perfect day. It's going to reach about 31 or 32 today, as they say, but it's very mild at the moment.
Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. If I made you feel second best.
Where are you from? How'd you get your bike here? We shipped them over. Picked them up in Seattle, then we've been riding for 2 weeks now. We've got 3 months on the road.
I got 1 month on. I started in Washington, D.C.
Right. Where are you from? Is that where you're from?
Washington, D.C.
Right. And where are you heading?
I'm going up to McCall tomorrow. Then I'm headed back through Montana, and Oklahoma, Missouri, Tennessee.
Yeah, well, we're doing similar. After Sturgis, we go around that way. And we weave our way back to the West Coast.
Well, happy riding.
You too. You take care.
If I made you feel second best, but I'm sorry I was blind.
Wow, look at that. So we're also going to introduce you to Damien's drone footage of the Sawtooth Ranges. We're at some summit.
Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely nights. Maybe I never told you.
Well, here in Sawtooth Ranges, they eradicated bears, apparently, I was reading, so there's no bears in here. The only predator they say is now here are wolves. I don't think we'll see any. So a girl's got to have a lipstick on to ride through the Sawtooth Ranges, don't you know?
But I never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that our sweet love has died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. Yeah.
Sawtooth City, gold discoveries on Beaver Creek. In 1879 led to mining activity near here that summer, but major production was delayed until 1886.
Satisfied. Yeah, I'll keep you satisfied.
We're about 10 miles out of Stanley. And I don't know, I have, sometimes when I'm on rides and surrounded by beautiful nature, you know, I think about things, and I guess we all do that, but I've been thinking a lot about my sister who passed away just over a year ago. She was a bit younger than me and lived in Bali. Very clever woman. I don't know, you know, just have moments. I'm not used to dealing with grief because I've never really lost anyone close to me. You know, sure, grandmothers and that when they've been old, but never something like this. And, you know, we're a family of keeping it all in and not talking about stuff. So we don't openly grieve, you know, we do that sort of shit in private. And I just thought I'd share with you. Or share with her, not that I believe in the afterlife and I don't believe in heaven and all that sort of stuff, but I just want her to know that I'm thinking of her today. I guess
Always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
That is awesome. That is just so cool.
Well done. So here we are in Stanley, nestled in the mountains. There's the Sawtooth Ranges over there. Fuel station, little grocery store, a restaurant, and something up here, and that's it. So here's me thinking, oh, we'll be here for an hour or so having a little exploration, but no, we're not. We'll be in salmon before we know it. Yes?
Maybe.
Maybe? You've got to try it. It's got a line up. Mind you, it's the only place in town, I reckon, to get a coffee.
Well, they haven't much competition, have they?
Tell me that our sweet love has died. Give me one more chance to keep
you satisfied. Yeah, I'll keep you satisfied.
We've just stopped at this scenic outlook that overlooks the Salmon River. We're staying at the Salmon City tonight, which is about 180 miles away, so we've still got a good lot of riding to do. It's absolutely spectacular, but that's the river. And Damien's here. He's going to do his second lot of drone footage. Let's have a look, shall we?
Things I could have said and done, yeah, but I never took the time. You were always on my mind.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'll tell her.
Well, that's a cool looking. Is that a Trump shirt?
Yeah.
Wow.
From Texas.
Let's have a look. So what does it say? It says Lobo Del Mar, family owned and operated. And what's that? South Parade Island, Texas. And Trump. Is this one of the? Is this a Republican thing?
Republican thing?
shirt? Is that
I'm not
something-
really
is
a
that-
Republican.
Right.
I'm a conservative, radical.
Radical.
Anything.
Anything. Right.
Do you know which?
Radical.
There's a lot.
It's a good thing they took their guns away from you 30 years ago or whatever it was.
Yeah, they did.
That's a good burger.
That wasn't too bad.
You know why they took them away?
Oh, well, I know it was after the Tasmanian massacre, the Port Arthur massacre.
Well, they wanted to cut down on suicide.
Yeah, coffee can be.
There are too many guys
depending on
shooting
where you're
themselves
from.
in the
Melbourne.
head.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what they went to? Ropes.
Yeah.
The suicides, they never go
Yeah,
down.
it's tough. Yeah, coffee around the world is
But we
different.
haven't had any
Everybody
mass
does it a
shootings.
little different.
You're right.
No.
Yeah.
Keep you satisfied. Yeah, I'll keep you satisfied.
I have to say, I think this might be the best ride we've had so far. It's just freaking amazing. The road is, there's a few twisties, there's big bends, there's mountains, rivers.
Little things I could have said and done, yeah, but I never took the time. You were always on my mind. Yeah, you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. My mind.
We've checked in. We can pull up right out front of our rooms. They've even got wash bays for bikes. So Damien's in heaven. I've parked right in front of the room in the shade. Get out of my way. Oh, my bed, Damien's bed. This is nice. And a bath again. I love the fact that they have baths here. This is nice. This is salmon. It was one of the best rides ever coming into here. It's really good. Which way, love? I got no idea about directions. Totally sounds so different when you don't have a helmet on. Now, we would normally do this, but we're only going a couple of blocks, so yeah, I can hear all the rattling and shit going on in the bike. broken leather bag that I want to see if you guys could fix for me.
Oh, look at your motorcycle. You got some crazy shit going on there, girl. Leather goggles, huh? Those are cool.
Thank you. So can I show you what I need doing? Or that you could put a bit of strengthening leather there and another hole so I can hook it back in. Yes, no?
Yeah, let's bring that thing in here.
Okay. We're going to the Junkyard Bistro here in Salmon. Grown-up grilled cheese with a bowl of soup. Oh yeah. That looks good. Oh my god, look at the size of it. That's a half size. Yep. Half size pasta. Some peanut thing. And a very cranky waitress.
Little things I could have said and done. Yeah, but I never took the time.